Hello and welcome back again. I'm Rickess. I am here to do a pepper powder review. That's right, pepper powder, not a pepper. So this is going to be my first pepper powder review. I haven't done a review in quite a while, so I feel a little rusty and I'll probably be hurting a little bit from the heat. I've had a little heat between now and the last review, but not a whole lot. I was fortunate enough to come across a guy named Chris who belongs to Joyner hot pepper powders. He is over on the hot pepper forums, thehotpepper.com. He was nice enough to send me a sample pack of various different powders for me to review. Just so happens tonight I will be doing the white habanero. Trying to get the title to zoom in on that, eh? Nothing. All right. So I'll be doing this review, a review of this powder tonight. Smells good, and this will be my first powder review, like I said, and I'm looking forward to doing many more. It's been a while since I've done any reviews because the season had come to an end. I don't have, a whole lot of money to go buying any more pods right now because the pepper hobby is kind of expensive, and yeah, especially when you obsess on it, right? I know. So here I am to do a pepper review, and I know, a little unshaven, right? A little castaway-ish kind of thing. Yeah, my wife loves that when I don't shave. Not. All right. So if you are interested in Chris's hot pepper powders, you can go to heatmadesimple.com, www.heatsimple.com, and under hot pepper powders you will find various other powders he has for sale there. As you can see, he sent me quite a number of sample packs to test out. But for tonight, I am just going to be doing the one. So, like I said, this is my first pepper powder review, or just start saying powder review. I definitely, I didn't review, I didn't research, I didn't look at to see how anybody else did theirs. I think there'd been a couple that I, like just briefly saw somebody doing. It looks like they usually put it on bread or, or maybe a slice of pizza or something like that. I don't think there's any wrong way to review them. However, I'm going to review the powders just by eating the powder straight. My theory behind it is I just want to get the full flavor of the powder and be able to, give that back to you, relay that back to you. So I'm not going to do a whole spoon of this. At least I don't think so. Chris informed me that this is 1 gram of powder, and that a half a gram should suffice for a review. And then I can use the other half to try on some food. That said, without further ado, look, I don't have my deseeding process. I don't have my, okay, maybe I'm doing my procrastination segment right now. Maybe. By the way, thanks, Chris. Man, I really do appreciate that you sent me all this. Man, that's awesome. I really appreciate that you sent these for me to review. I'm happy. I am definitely happy that you sent these for me. I'm excited. And yeah, right on, man. I apologize if I'm a little rusty. I feel rusty since it's been a while. I think this should be about half. Yeah? I think it's about half a bag. All right. So, white habanero powder. Let's do it. Oh man, hold on. We got to start off right. Smells good. Oh man, I know this is going to sound weird. All right, it's got a pungent smell, kind of like you get out of cheese, where you go, oh man, that smells good. A good rich smell. Hopefully that doesn't mean bring a negative thought to your mind when I use the word pungent, because I mean that in a positive way. But yeah, that's what I get. That's what this big old nose smells. But hopefully I get better over time. So here we go. Okay. I know you're thinking, what took you so long? It's powder. I don't know if you ever tried to take a mouthful of powder, but it's definitely a process. Okay, had a nice little, had some sweetness to start right off, and then went kind of a little bit of a dull uh, flavor, kind of straight into like a, just like what you'd expect of like a powder sweet, then down. Not until I finished and started talking did I start getting some heat. And the heat is hitting me in the front of the mouth. Had a so sweet to bland, but then at the end of it, I had a little bit of that habanero flavor underneath, which was perfect little tone. And hiccups. And the heat is concentrating on the front of my tongue, not in the back of my mouth, not on the roof of my mouth. I don't think this thing's focusing. There we go. Sorry. But all on the sides and underneath my tongue. It's quite nice, actually. I really like the burn on this one. Okay, just got moving towards the back of the middle of my tongue. Middle to front of the tongue. And it's just staying there and starting to build more. It's not shooting right up. It's nothing overbearing enough to get my nose going. Wow. And it's kind of a light, stingy heat on the tongue. I like it. I like it. I like this kind of heat, as opposed to the kind that just gets you in the back of the throat like hot coal and become very unbearable. But now we're moving from the middle to the back of the tongue. Man, that is good. I really like the heat on this. I mean, I like the placement, and I like the type of heat that I'm getting. Wow. That is nice. Nice job, Chris. I'm no expert powder maker, but I've tried a few of my own peppers and ground them up, and I'll tell you, none of them come out looking as finely ground and evenly ground as this. Truly is a powder. If I look at it, I would say it looked like garlic powder. It was very light, not coarse. You could easily throw this into some soup and it would mix in no problem at all. I don't think you'd have anything floating, any clumps floating around in there, or anything like that. I think it would mesh well with anything like that. Wow, that is nice. Got my nose going a little bit. I think we're coming down off of the heat. Wow, dude, that's awesome. Right on. Okay, powder one down, and highly recommended. Highly recommended. By all means, it's not a super hot, but you know, it's a habanero level, and man, it had a nice sweet flavor. And you know, when you get into these powders, from my experience, what I taste is you don't always want a pepper that's going to be full of pepper flavor. Sometimes you just want the heat. You know, just hey, I just want to add some heat to my soup. I don't want that pepper flavor. Some peppers are like that. This had a little bit of sweetness to it. It went a little bland, like I said, but then there was that little bit of habanero undertones to it at the end. Perfect for anything. Perfect for anything, especially if you like the a little bit of habanero flavor, but not too overpowering. So I highly recommend that. Bada bing, bada bang, boom, whatever, right? I'm not a New Yorker. I just play one on TV and screwed that all up, right? One powder down, and wow, that went well. I think I might be doing another one here shortly. So I will be posting this shortly. Please, I will, once again, like I said, I'm a little rusty, so please bear with me. I will put some more comments down below about the flavor, about the heat. Sometimes when I'm typing it out, I recall some things that I might not have mentioned as I'm talking through the video. So be sure to check that information out. Also, please be sure to give me some feedback. Hey, if you've bought some of his powder and tasted it, put that in the comments below, please, and I'm interested to see what your thoughts were on it. If you're interested in getting his powder, I will also post his URL down below directly to his hot pepper powders, and there you have it. So that's done. Not quite. I'm done. And thank you again for watching and putting up with me. Have a good night.